This is the daily horoscope for March 6th, 2022. So I just want to touch on the numerology, which is the study of numbers and their spiritual vibration. So 6 is the number that looks at families. It looks at family relationships or any relationship, and particularly healing those relationships. What do I need to give back and take from those relationships as well? And it's also a very nurturing number. The mother taking care of her children, nurturing them, giving the child her meal at lunch. Maybe macaroni and cheese, or maybe something very, very different. Or it could be a family around Thanksgiving taking care of each other. Or it could be addressing the issues in relationships that need looking at, that can't be pushed under the rug any longer. So, the sun being in Pisces and the moon being in Taurus. This is very, very grounding. Now, there is so many planets. Keep in mind that all the planets are in the last 3 signs of the zodiac. So Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces. This is a being who has a dream, a broader vision, has a lot of quirky and innovative, out of the wazoo ideas. Out of the ballpark ideas that they want to implement. And then the Capricorn grounds it. It's all about focus, and it's all about rising to the summit and looking back down and going, I achieved my dream. I made it a reality. And so the moon in Taurus is going on. The moon is apparently it's an exaltation in Taurus, because the moon, which is so very moody and it moves so often, and it's all about your feelings, and it's all about feeling very, it can be blue, it can be sad, it can just feel down all of a sudden, or it could be very light and happy. It all depends on what the moon sign is, what your moon sign is as well. Now, Venus and Mars are going to be conjuncting in Aquarius. And this is going to really, really create both the activation energy and the attraction to beauty and values of networking, of giving back to your community, of your clan or tribe of people. This could be in a field with, shooting arrows at targets in Scotland. Or it can be sitting in a room on a Zoom meeting with all of these people and debating and collaborating and saying, have you ever thought of this? And the other person says, have you ever thought of this? And coming together in a real openness to diversity of different people and different views and beliefs. Open. And if you know the song Aquarius, peace will guide the planets, and love will guide the stars. And indeed, Sarah Brightman did have a song about Venus and Mars, and that rhymes. Don't you realize that? Love will still steer the stars. And I want to mention one more thing. Taurus rules food. This is a very, very yummy combo. This is great to, get into the kitchen and cook some recipes. Get out those recipes, maybe mix things up, create new things, mishmash different types of things here and there. Um, and it could be as eccentric as Korean food. Just a random example. But also, the last time the moon was in Taurus, I recall as I was riding down the highway, seeing the trees amidst the cloudy sky and the heavens and the light that is coming through the clouds, but the sun is above it. And even though it is March, it was still my spring break, and the moon was in Taurus, grounding the day, grounding the feelings. So, enjoy today, enjoy tomorrow, today, whenever you're listening to this. And, well, that's all that I have to say.